Hello everybody, welcome to my first pilot video, I guess, if you like. I'm InsideSin, and I tend to be sort of, or at least up for the idea of making a sort of commentary type documentary slash, I don't know what you'd really call it, sort of thing for Arios, or Arios, depending on how you pronounce it. Sorry about that. I'm not sure whether I'll sort of make a habit of making these videos, depending on the responses. I'm not sure like what people like watching and bits like that, and what sort of videos, because obviously you can incorporate different sorts of styles within your videos, so I'll have to sort of explore that. I do apologise for coughing, I'm really ill today. So yeah, in this video I'm going to talk about sort of my goals for Arios, and then Arios as a general. Probably not going to make it too long. Obviously it's just a pilot, so if it doesn't work I don't want to spend too much time sort of putting it all together, making it too nice. So I don't know what the quality's going to be like. You'll obviously have to give me some feedback with that. Anyway, in terms of my goals in Arios, I haven't really sort of got very far. I do play quite a bit, surprisingly, because my stats aren't that great. I was initially intending to be the first to go for 99 woodcutting, and then I sort of got bored of woodcutting, and then some guy called Stormy overtook me, like, not even by a little bit. He's like 96, 97 now. So that's sort of throwing that one a bit off course. I am obviously the only one with 80 fletching at the moment, which is incredibly useful, because I'm the only one that can make and sell magic short bows. And the thing about that is actually, like, before I sold a couple for like 15, 20k each, and everyone was getting sort of really mad because, well, why are you selling them for 20k each? I was like, I'm the only person that can make them. Surely by that sort of right, I determine their price, you know, if I'm the only person that can pull them into the economy, I should be able to sort of determine what they sell and go for. But after that, I suppose they are only magic short bows, and cut it down a bit, and now selling for like 7k each, which is still not too bad, because I've got about 100 in the bank, so that's about 700k right there. Which I suppose is quite a bit of money in the current economy, but I don't know, some people probably beg to differ. I don't know, I say that, and then there'll be someone with like 5 mil cash or something like that, like, ha, noob, and I'll just, yeah, that happens to me all the time. Okay, so, in terms of Arios as a whole, or Arios, I honestly have to say that I've probably never played a server in my life, like, maybe with not as much content, but the quality of the content on Arios especially, like, I've completed a lot of the quests, I think. Yeah, okay, so all of the quests except for the 4 pay-to-play ones and Prince Ali Rescue. And I've honestly not found a single bug in any of the quests. Okay, right, hold on, I found a bug, but it's trivial. Like, in Vampire Slayer, I don't think you have to use the stake on the vampire to kill him, which you do when he gets a certain HP or whatever on 07 and in RS initially. But, you know, again, so it's sort of like, it might have just been something that I didn't notice or something, but I don't remember doing it, so maybe. Yeah, in terms of the rest of the content, it's all pretty sort of spot on. Like, I think woodcutting was a bit, not woodcutting, fishing was a bit fast, because the amount of people that got 99 fishing is like, whoa. I was pretty sure, like, back in the day, if you were fishing, and you're like level 40 fishing doing lobsters, it would take a long time to get an inventory of lobsters, and then there's people that are sort of like doing it in 2 minutes or so, and I don't remember it being that fast. So I assume fishing was buffed, but I recently, well, I didn't recently report it, somebody recently reported it, and I agreed with a statement that sort of said that fishing in general was a bit slow, a bit fast. And I think Tyler sort of fixed it and did something to the algorithm for fishing, or something along the lines. So apparently it's a bit slower now, although I think like 3 people have already got 99 in it. I think woodcutting, honestly, is perfect at the speed. Obviously it's a bit slow, but that's because everyone's using like Mithril and Advent axes, which is a pain in the ass. I never really got that. Like, miners, they get like a shop that sells all their axes up to rune, and then we don't get anything. It's like, really? But I suppose on that sense, at least we can mine more than one tree, or chop more than one tree at a time before it depletes. And on top of that, we do get the Dragon Hatchet eventually, which miners do not see in this revision. So I suppose there is a bit of balance there. I haven't played too much of the content. I did a bit of sort of PvE just to get 40 something range, and rock crabs hit like a fucking truck. Just to get out of the way. They are, I can't even, they just, yeah. I think they hit like 6s or something as a max, and that's just, you don't need to hit that much, do you? Nobody needs to hit that high. Not as a rock crab, they're like level 13. They shouldn't be hitting 6s. I don't really have much to say, I suppose, on the general, I guess I could comment on the community, but I'll be all dead, because the community is so diverse. Like, you get some people that are just really nice and friendly and, like, want to help everyone. Then you get the sort of, the I don't know what you call them. This is the group I'm in, like, just people that just sit there and just play, don't really talk that much. And when they do, it's just you can't really comment on what they say. It's just like, huh. It's either something relevant and useful to the conversation, or it's just completely stupid. And that's probably the group who I'm in. I don't really talk in the chat much, unless I see something like I can comment here, and it'll either be funny or not funny, depending on what sort of humour you've got, or relevant to the conversation. That's pretty much me. I think there was some guy called Jizz something Mofo, or Jizz, I don't know, I can't remember. And he got banned for botting, I think, and like, I don't know how he got caught botting like so early on. I guess if anything it's easy because the community's small and everyone's sort of watching. And I don't bot personally, don't get me wrong, but I mean, like, if you've got like a community of like 70 players and you've got 15 players all mining S with similar names, you sort of hold on, what's going on here? And it's sort of hard not to pick up on that. Moving on a bit more, I suppose the thing that's sort of debated most in Arios is probably the experience rates. And I've got to say, personally, coming from a 3 times remake, that it is a bit fast for me. And I think the server would probably benefit a bit more if it wasn't so fast, because obviously resources aren't being traded as much because nobody needs them that badly, because you can just level up and get them yourself. So I think honestly the server wouldn't really deficit that much if they half the experience rates. So maybe like maybe 3 times combat and 6 times killing or something like that. Not half, but like a little bit less. I honestly reckon, or 4.5 times killing, that it wouldn't really sort of do the server any harm. I guess a lot of people will be like, oh, it's so slow, but it's a remake, what can you expect? You know, you can't log on and say, oh, I'm going to get 99 today, unless you're like 97 or something, because it just doesn't happen. The point of a remake is literally to emulate RuneScape, and in RuneScape that wasn't the case. So, but honestly, I think the XP is fine as it is. I'm just saying that if it was lower, then obviously I wouldn't be too bothered by it. But I know quite a few people that would. So yeah. I suppose the thing with the experience rates really is botting, because if you make it too low or too difficult, people are like, fuck this, and just bot the hell out of it. But if you make it too high, it just becomes too easy to level. And I suppose where it is at the moment is sort of like a balance between the two. But a lot of people, if people are botting already, it's got to imply already that it's just too low. But if it raised it, it wouldn't really feel very remake-like. So I'm not really sure what they could do about that. I suppose just let me know in the comments and description, and we can sort of have a little debate about this. I don't really understand how they can work around bots, because bots are going to happen regardless of what the experience rate is. Even if it was like really, really fast, people just don't want to play. I don't understand why they play servers if they just want to play them to bot, because the point of playing a server is because they're easier in general than playing RuneScape. But people still want to bot on them. It's like, okay, right, so this is probably going to be the end of this video. Let me know if you want me to make more of these, or and tell me what you want me to make them about as well. I'll probably start doing videos eventually of sort of like bossing and slaying, and well, at the moment literally I've just been cutting willows because productive, because I'm going for 99 wood cutting, obviously. But in future videos I'll probably sort of maybe discuss other things, and maybe spark up actual debates, and sort of just talk about other things in general while doing things like. And I can probably do log videos of like slaying and bossing and stuff like that. So yeah, just let me know, tell me what you're after really, and if you'll enjoy these sorts of videos, and maybe I'll continue making more. So peace for now, this is InsideSin, and I'll see you later.